Macmillan Audio presents Hemingway in Love, His Own Story, a memoir by A.E. Hotchner, read for you by Alex Hyde-White, with Susan Hanfield, Steve Marvel, Joan Baker, Cleandra Martin Waldron, and Gabrielle de Cuir.
Preface. 50 years ago, a few years after Ernest Hemingway's death, I wrote Papa Hemingway an account of our 13 years of adventures and misadventures. For those who may not have read it in Papa, I am again referring to the spring of 1948, when I was dispatched to Havana on the ridiculous mission of asking Hemingway to write an article on the future of literature. I was with the magazine Cosmopolitan, then a literary magazine before its defoliation by Helen Gurley Brown, and the editor was planning an issue on the future of everything. Frank Lloyd Wright on architecture, Henry Ford II on automobiles, Picasso on art, and, as I said, Hemingway on literature. Of course, no writer knows the future of literature beyond what he'll write the next morning, if that. But there I was, checking into the Hotel Nacional for the express purpose of knocking on Hemingway's door and asking him to read his literary tea leaves for good old Cosmo. I had tried to avoid this obnoxious assignment, but I was on a go-do-it-or-else basis, and I could not afford an or-else, as I had been but 6 months on the job, the only one I had been able to land after dissipating my Air Force severance pay with a frivolous year in Paris. As a compromise, I took the coward's way out and wrote Hemingway a note asking him to please send me a brief refusal, which would be very helpful to the future of Hotchner. Instead of a note, I received a phone call the next morning from Hemingway, who proposed 5 o'clock drinks at his favorite Havana bar, the
Sample complete. Ready to continue?